We've been talking about textures, and you're going to see a lot of textures in this artwork. Today, we're going to get ready to create a textured collage. And a collage is an artwork made with cut paper and glue. But before we can cut the paper, we're going to texture some papers. Now, you will be looking at another video on painting textured paper, but we're going to start off with the textured paper for the center of your sunflower. The textured paper we're actually using is a corrugated cardboard, and it actually already has a texture to it. But we're going to add some color to this so it looks more like the center of our sunflower. You're going to be using some oil pastels today, and you can choose any color that you would like to have for your center. If you would like something more traditional and you want to stick with browns, you can go ahead and go with brown colors, reds, anything that you would like in the center. You're going to notice that as you color, you have to push down to actually see the color pretty well. So I'm going to start with a brand new one here so you can see. I'll go with green. So if I want the center of mine to be green, I'm going to color nice and hard, and I'm going to create that nice look. I'll go with a yellow here. Kind of have to dig in there. And oil pastel can get kind of messy on your hands, so make sure that you're just holding the end of it. If you need to tear some of that paper off, you can peel that paper off and throw it in the trash can. But you'll notice I'm kind of making a radial design, a circular design, because the center of my sunflower is going to be circular. If you actually want to add extra textures to it, you could add some textures by adding some maybe little dots for the seeds. But if you just want to color around and just keep your center just colored, you can just add rings of color. And once you've got lots of color and you're happy with the way yours looks, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to change this square into a circle. We're going to flip the paper over so that you can see the back side is nice and clean. And you're going to choose from all of these different templates that I have here. I've got all kinds of circle lids and all kinds of things that would create a circle if they were traced. So I'm going to choose one that fits the paper. Some of the paper might be too small, so you might have to kind of make, changes. For example, this one would be too big. For this paper, I would have to go with a smaller one. So you choose the one that fits your size, lay it down, and with one hand, you're going to hold the circular object, and with the other hand, you're just going to make a circle around it. I'm using the oil pastels so you can see, but you're welcome to trace around with a pencil if you'd like. The next thing you want to do is before you cut out, take one of those oil pastels and write your name on the back of it, and also write your class code. Today, we have lots of different class codes, so I'm just going to write code, but yours might be M2 or D2 or B2, whatever your code is, write it on the back. Put your oil pastels away. You can wipe off your fingers if you need to with a paper towel. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of the scissors out of your bin, and we're going to actually cut our circle out. Now, I think it's easiest to cut either right outside the line or right inside the line. Sometimes cutting on the line can be difficult, but the best way to cut a circular object is just to open your scissors up. You're going to notice my scissors aren't going to move much, but I'm opening them and closing them just like this. And I kind of keep them in one place, opening and closing, and you'll notice that I turn the paper. I don't really move my scissors except for opening and closing them, and I actually turn the paper. I'm going to cut all those lines off there, just like that. And when you flip it over, you'll have your colored center for your sunflower. Now, you're going to take these, put them in your cubby, and we'll be using them in another week.